At 9:30 a.m. on September 20th, 1988, 19-year-old Tara Calico left her house to go on her routine bike ride along Highway 47 in Belen, New Mexico. Before leaving, she told her mom if she wasn't back by noon to come get her because she planned on playing tennis with her boyfriend at 12:30 that day. When 12 o'clock came and Tara had not arrived home, her mom went out to the trail to look for her. When she was unable to find Tara, she contacted the police. However, the police were also unable to find her. The next day, the search continued. When Tara's mother was searching the trail, she found the Sony Walkman that Tara would listen to when she went on her bike rides. That was the only trace of Tara. Tara, as well as her bike, were unable to be located. Several people remember seeing Tara riding her bike, and some witnesses say they saw a dirty white or light gray colored 1954 Ford pickup following her. Other than that, there was little evidence as to what happened to Tara. Several people reported sightings of Tara in the southern United States during 1988 and 1989. However, none of the sightings could be confirmed. Then, on June 15, 1989, a photo of an unidentified young woman and boy were found in a parking lot of a convenience store in Port St. Joe, Florida. Both appeared to be gagged and bound. The woman who found the photo said she found it in the parking space where a white windowless Toyota van was parking when she arrived at the store. She said that the driver of the van was a man with a mustache believed to be in his mid-30s. However, the man was never caught or identified. According to Polaroid officials, the picture had to be taken after May 1989 because the film used in the photograph was not publicly available until after that date. The photograph was published in several newspapers and magazines, and soon family friends showed Tara's mother the photo, believing it was her. Tara's mother was convinced it was her. First of all, there was a scar on the woman's leg, which was identical to one that Tara had received in the car accident. Second, there was a copy of V.C. Andrews' My Sweet Audrina, which was one of Tara's favorite books, which can be seen in the photograph next to the woman. Scotland Yard analyzed the photo and concluded that the woman in the photograph was Tara. However, when Los Alamos National Laboratory analyzed the photo for a second time, they disagreed with their conclusion and said that the woman in the photograph was not Tara. When the FBI analyzed the photo for a third time, they were unable to conclude if it was Tara or not. However, many believe that Tara was never kidnapped, but instead murdered on the day that she went missing during her bike ride. And there is some evidence to back that theory up. A man named Henry Brown requested an interview with Deputy Frank Methola. Brown said that he once hung out with a guy named Lawrence Romero Jr., who was the son of a sheriff involved in the search for Tara, named Lawrence Romero Sr. Brown said he was partying at Lawrence Jr.'s trailer one night. During the party, Lawrence Jr. and his friends claimed they hit Tara with their truck and stabbed her to death after they raped her. They claimed that once she died, they hid her body in some bushes. Lawrence Jr. and his friends said that when the search for Tara grew, they moved her body from the bushes to a tarp in the basement of his trailer. Then, they eventually moved her into a pond. A second man named Donald Dutcher came forward in late 2013 and said that Lawrence Jr. and his friends confessed to him as well. Charges were never made in the case, and Lawrence Jr. died in 1991 from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. There are some who believe that Lawrence's father, Sheriff Lawrence Romero Sr., was involved in the cover-up of Tara's murder, but there is currently no substantial evidence to back up that claim. To this day, no one knows for sure if Tara died that day on September 20th, 1988, or if she was kidnapped and seen in that photograph found in the convenience store parking lot. Either way, Tara left one morning to go on a bike ride, and she never returned.